What's good people? It's your man Crucial, aka Mr.BROTHERS, and I'm back with another video. This is day number 30 of my 30-day challenge, my last video of daily posting. So I'll take a little break and come back with another video and let you know how that 30-day challenge went, analytics, my experiences, thoughts, etc. But in this video, we're gonna go over the 5 nominees for Best Rap Album for this year's 67th Grammy Awards. And also, since I have it on the same list, the Best Rap Song, the 5 nominees for the Best Rap Song this year. Let's get into this. First of all, to be eligible for the 67th Annual Grammy Awards, the record has to come out by September 16, 2023 through August 30th, 2024. So there'll be no 2025 records in this category. So it's like a year behind, basically. So first up, you got J. Cole's Might Delete Later. J. Cole had a hell of a year, you know what I mean? Might Delete Later. Clever. It's clever because he ended up deleting a song from it. We all know that song. It was from the battle. Again, I commend him for taking the position he did and doing the apology and jumping out the battle because he felt it wasn't him. Some people mad at him. It was dope concept when they did the Pay for Play podcast or something they was doing. I didn't even check it out. So any of y'all J. Cole fans checked it out, let me know. But yeah, Might Delete Later is nominated for a Grammy this year. All right, next on the list is the Auditorium. Volume 1, Common and Pete Rock. Now, I checked out this album. I didn't hear a lot of J. Cole's album. I'm going to be honest with you. I respect him. I like his songs, but I haven't heard a J. Cole album in a minute. But I have listened to Common and Pete Rock because I was just curious about the combination. I'm fans of both. It's from my era, man. Gen X representing, so I had to check it out. Because one thing I say, man, it's like a lot of people from my generation, and maybe a little behind millennials or whatever, we fall into this trap of complaining about the music not being what they wanted from the generations following them. And that's always the case. Doesn't matter what year, what genre, it's always the case. We always feel like the music we grew up with is better than the music that these kids are growing up with. That's natural. But what the thing that bothers me is like, there is a lot of people from our generations making music and you're not supporting it. My generation is not supporting it. I had this whole conversation with my brother Omas. I was like, yo, there's a lot of brothers from Gen X, 40 and up, even in their 50s, making good quality hip hop. Redman. I mean, I went on and listened to another video. Y'all could check that out too. And I said, we're alive. We still like hip hop. And you can't complain about how it's changed or whatever when the people you love are still doing music. But you're not checking them out. We're not going online looking for projects. We're not going online. We're not going on YouTube. We're not streaming. We're not even like, you know what I'm saying? Radio's not playing a lot of the vets or whatever because they got to deal with what the advertisers want, right? We watching podcasts. We watching TV shows. That's why Power Book One, this and that is killing it. That's why all these podcasts is blowing up because that's what we watching. But we ain't checking for music. If you want the hip-hop you grew up with or the hip-hop you feel is real or whatever you felt, support the artist that's still active. Now, I know the complaint. Deal with it all the time. It's not going to be the same. It's not the same. They not the same. Of course, we all grew. We all grew up. We all went through life. We all got new ideas. But you got to take it for what it is and support it so these artists can still keep going. Because when I heard this album, I liked this album. I rocked it twice. I wasn't like, oh my God, what's this garbage? Why are they trying to sound young? They sound like how they were supposed to sound. And I appreciate it. And they did it for us. Or should I say they did it for the generation, did it for their peers rather. They weren't trying to appeal to a younger audience. They did what they love and what they wanted to hear. And that's a sign and testament of a true artist.
Let's talk about new music here. The Auditorium, Volume 1. You guys have collaborated before, one-off songs, but never a full-length album. When did you realize you got a whole album here?
Man, I felt like as we were celebrating the 50th year of hip-hop, I felt like it was a real thirst and yearning for just hip-hop. I realized that hip-hop is alive. It never died. I mean, when I hear Tariq doing them rhymes he doing, like, throughout time, I'm like, this is hip-hop, like this. And I always wanted to do a project with Pete, and I just went to his crib, and we started bonding as human beings, as men, and then people playing music.
Rock. Come on,
remember the friendship first.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like, it gotta be an album. We gotta do an album, and I just feel like the music we created is in the spirit of what we always loved about hip hop. It's got joy to it. It's got the soul to it. It's got the heart, and it's just hip hop, man. And hip hop is still alive. So we just wanted to give something fresh and new to the people.
Why is it called the Auditorium?
It was just, for me, I was thinking, like, the Auditorium is a place that we all come to enjoy art and culture and music and life. And I just thought about, as a kid, some of my first performances was in the Auditorium. And it was something about the joy that I was feeling as we were making this album that made me feel the kid in me again. And I wanted people to come to Pete Rock and I's Auditorium, like, come to what we do music and the music that we love. So it was kind of symbolic. And me and Pete, we ended up going with that title. At first, we was bumping heads. You know, me and Pete bumped heads or something.
I wasn't with it at first. Then after a week, I got it. You know what I'm saying? So.
And in Volume 1, I'm assuming there's a Volume 2 coming? Yeah. Come on. You couldn't even hide it. That's why you couldn't even hide it.
All right, so next up we have Doechii, Alligator Bites Never Heal. That's another dope project. Another dope project I rocked for like 3 times, riding around in the car. She is definitely fire. I saw a video about her upcoming, her rise, basically, on YouTube. Somebody did a good video on that because she was on YouTube heavy, documenting a lot, and to see how she really stayed consistent, did her thing. I was a little late on her, but I definitely appreciated the album.
A lot of my inspirations when I was making this project, that feeling that I got when I listened to my first Outkast album, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, how she was singing and rapping, and the topics that she was discussing between romance and self-introspection and things
and
like that.
And hard too, still
Still
bars.
hard. Inspired me a lot. Old Kendrick Lamar. Like, I'm talking about, like, mixtape Kendrick Lamar when he was like 16, 17, inspired me a lot.
That's the
mixtape Wayne.
The Nissan Altima, like, that was an homage to that.
Yes. These artists, MF Doom, oh my God. Just like this pure hip hop essence of like creativity with no bounds and no restrictions, no formula.
You took so much time to get this project into a place. I don't know how much actual recording hours, but certainly personal development time. How did it feel when you finally knew that you could let it go and move forward with your life?
It felt so relieving because I was so obsessed with like this idea of a debut album. When I framed my mind in a mixtape, I was like, oh, this could be anything.
It's weird. The psychology is so weird like that, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
It is. And so I was like, I'm going to make this mixtape in a month. Whatever I get in a month, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm letting it go.
Yeah. Done.
And it ended up being a masterpiece, man. She killed it. All right, so next up, the death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace, Eminem. I heard that album once. I wasn't mad. I'm into lyrics, so I had to check out Eminem. You know, he's a fool. And yeah, he's just a fool, man.
Hello? Hey, Steve, what up, man? Just checking in. How we looking?
Oh, how nice to hear from you. Aren't you supposed to be dead?
I mean, it's just an album, man. It's not like...
I don't fucking care. I told you not to rap about homosexuals and Vicodins, and you shot me. Now you're rapping about little people and quadriplegics. How the hell am I supposed to sell this shit?
Man, here we go again, huh?
Let me get to the point. How the fuck are you going to put out another album without me on it?
All right, man. Whatever, I'll fix it.
Fix it now!
So yeah, Eminem being Eminem. That Houdini record, I felt like he did the same damn record over, I swear, but nobody was mad at it. But that's on the list. Next up, we have Future and Metro Boomin. We Don't Trust You. Now, we all know that was one of them songs from them albums started a spiral effect for one of the biggest rappers in the last decade. Is You Like That? Came off of this album.
I always try to pride myself in always being a producer first, making sure every artist I'm working with be willing to try other things and be like, okay, I know people are used to you with this kind of backdrop, but what if we all the way switched it up and did this? When me and Future, like, it's easy, we got the chemistry. That's like teammates on the basketball team. We both respect each other so much as creatives and each other's like mind, but we also just both challenge each other at the same time. What if we do this or do this and like really like flip it upside down? I feel like I make the best music and mesh well with people that I actually like. And we respect each other. Because everybody I work with, I'm a fan of first.
And we don't trust you. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's the list right there, folks. Might delete later, J. Cole. The Auditorium Volume 1, Common and Pete Rock. Alligator Bites Never Heal, Doechii. The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace, or Grace, whatever. Eminem, We Don't Trust You, Future and Metro Boomin. Who's going to take home the gramophone? What do you think? Let me see it in the comments. And as I said, since I have it here in front of me, we might as well take a look at the top rap songs. Now, the best rap song, a Songwriters Award. A song is eligible if it was the first release or if it was first achieved performance during the eligible year, which I told you, September 23 to August 24. Asteroids, Rhapsody featuring Hit Boy. That's Rhapsody's government. Carnival, a lot of people on there. You know what I mean? That's Kanye West, Ty Dolla $ign, Rich the Kid, Playboy Cardi, and whoever knows who else. I don't know if it was a sample. A lot of times it'd be a whole bunch of names if there's a sample because they got to credit the writers from the sample as well. Like That. Oh, so Kendrick got two in there. He got Like That. That's Kendrick, Future, Metro Boomin, and The Moment Somebody Feared. Not Like Us. And then you have Yeah Glow, Black Glorilla. Again, her name, co-writers, producers. I think there might be a sample. So as I said, when there's a sample, you got to credit the samplers too. All right, so who do you think is going to take home the gramophone? For best rap song and best rap album, let me know. And by the way, I do have another video on the Grammys and hip hop. It's called Hip Hop versus the Grammys. And I touch on the history of the relationship between the Recording Academy and hip hop music and culture. And you can check out that video right here. All right, so that's it for this video. Hit the subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, hit the like button. Helps me out with the algorithms. And this is the end of my 30-day challenge. I'll see y'all in the next video in a little bit. 1.